Fake your own death. All right, we're live. As I just said, fake your own death.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to.
It's not the first time we mentioned that on the show.
Welcome, DGen Nation. We're on their platform right now, and we're going to do our pick four, late pick four for Santa Anita. And I believe they're giving away the pick six, so this will be 4 of the 6 tomorrow at Santa Anita. Hopefully, you guys are joining us. You have your picks for tomorrow, and that is Saturday. Is it June? It's June, right? Yeah, June 19th. And it'd be 2021. We're doing a late pick 4 at Santa Anita. So welcome everybody watching. And if you're not watching live, we're going to do this live every week. We're going to watch it on tape. So get your books ready and get ready to talk to us about it. So we're going to go over it. AJ, we'll start off with the 8th race at Santa Anita. It is a allowance race for $63,000, 3-year-olds and up, 6.5 on the dirt. What do you have here?
I like how Tom wished us good luck before we even gave our picks.
I know. Wow. He knows we need the luck.
He knows we need the luck. All right. Yeah. I went weird on this whole pick 4 sequence. I just went like 2 by 2 by 2 by 2. Just, I don't know, for fun, I guess. The one sticks out to me, obviously, when you look at this horse. Howbeit. Last 2 times is had Abel on, finished second, but I mean, just almost identical races there, looking like, or identical finishes. Sorry, and no, I think 3rd time might be a charm here for Abel on this horse. Couldn't win at 6, couldn't win at 7. Let's try 6.5. Glad's got a real strong one here. Compared to the rest of the field, I really like this horse, especially at 4-1. I'm gonna go bombs away here in the beginning too, and I gotta go with my boy Dan Blacker. 2nd time after shipping over this Argentinian horse. You set the pace last time, set really fast pace last time, and I'm guessing this time around, hopefully they'll slow that down. This horse looks to be the early speed for this race. 2nd time over. I think 20-1's a little high, because I think there's a lot more to this horse than what it showed in its first appearance over here in the States. So I look for a big bounce back race in that one.
All right. I have a story about that 5, actually, and I'm going to use him. When I was there, what's up, Guillermo? When I was there and I talked to Dan about a month and a half ago, and Dan mentioned a horse that he was really excited about, was training really well, and it was an Argentinian horse, and it was right around that time. And he just said, well, I'll probably get in a race with 2 Baffert monsters. Exactly what he said. And I believe he was talking about this horse. He said the horse just came over. It's an Argentinian horse. And I'm pretty sure this timeline fits. Dan doesn't have a ton of horses. So Dan actually talked highly of this horse 2 months ago before his first start. And he did set a real contested hot pace too. He had to set that hot pace in the last race. He was pushed on. So I do think he's going to get an easier lead this time. And definitely at 20-1, this horse is definitely worth a shot. So I'm going to use him. I'm not going to use your 1, AJ. I don't think this horse is a winner. Yeah. I don't really like him in this spot that much. I mean, if he won, would I be that surprised? No. So instead, I'm going to go with I'm going with the 4 here. Palace Coupe. This horse can run this distance. He may only have to run the 5 down this time. I mean, this is not a bunch of hot pace setters. So I think this horse could get out, and this horse definitely can run the distance. The Amato is very hot right now. So I think 5-1's high on this 4. I don't think he'll go off 5-1. I think he's going to go off lower than that. Yeah, so I'm going to go with the 4, and I'm going to go 3 deep here and go with the 7 as well. Kanan. I mean, if you look at the pattern, the turf to dirt thing, he always runs the turf, then he runs really good on the dirt. Did it last time. His last time when it threw out a big number. Last time he went from turf to dirt. He went to turf again. Now he's going to dirt. Thing might just be the best horse in this race. I think the last race, honestly, was a warm-up after the layoff. Another one off a layoff, 2nd on. So I'm going to go 5, 4, 7 with my first one. I'm not going to play the 1. If I played another horse, it probably would have been the 1, but I'm going to go 5, 4, 7 here. I'm going to go heavy on that 5 though. I think.
Yeah.
Trying to get a price on this pick 4.
That 7's a weird one. It's 5 years old. Turf dirt. Like ran as a 2-year-old, then just randomly comes back 2 years later. And then they gelled him after last year, and then they send him back out. It's a weird line to look at.
Yeah, it's all over the map.
There's a lot going on there.
They can't figure this horse out or anything. And and I mean, honestly, horse is 4 for 5 on the board. I mean, they just find a place for him and stick him there. Like, yeah, I don't know what that is.
5 seems a little late to be trying to figure out what you're doing with the horse.
Mike Smith stays on. I mean, that's something right there as well. So, all right, let's go to race 9. If anybody out there has anything, let us know. Race 9, we have a 3-year-old Cal Stakes. Mile and an 1/8 on the turf. AJ, who do you like here?
I'm going to try to get a little bit higher price on this one too. I like the 8 Cargo. I think this horse looks like it's got a lot more in it. Was really closing well in that allowance race where pretty much everyone else in this field was in that race too. Was really closing well. I like that we're going from a mile now to a mile and an 1/8 because I think that might suit him a little bit more. The 4 here as well. Another one in that race closing well. That's kind of where I'm going with this, is the fact that most of these horses have gone a mile. Big Talker's gone a mile. Broke his maiden at a mile and an 1/8. Umberto comes back. I couldn't get behind the Ferraro, the one in the 3. Yeah, I couldn't really get behind them. I don't really like it. There's only 2 horses I really found myself liking in this race, and that is the 4 and the 8. Everyone else just kind of looks like they're a step behind.
All right, that's weird because I actually am on the 2 big time here. I think this 2 here, the None Above the Law. I mean, this horse has won 2 stakes in a row. I mean, you can't, knock that.
Is it really a Golden Gate Stakes race? I mean, is that even a stakes race?
It's a stakes, but is it a jump up? I don't think this is a.
Well, I can call a pork chop a steak. Doesn't make it a steak.
But I think that I just think. I mean, this is a big $150,000 race for these horses. Is like good for them for getting this $150,000 race, because I feel like not many of them deserve it to get 150, and the winner would probably be like, this might be the only $150,000 race you win. But I just think the 2 is the superior horse. I like the 3. I mean, because if you look, he was a maiden his last race, win against winners. That's tough to do and win. Win against one against winners as a maiden. I think has been dying for this distance, and this horse could find its spot in this distance. I think you throw out his 6 furlong, 7 furlong races. I think this horse needs distance, asked for distance, got distance, had to go against winners to prove it, proved it, and that's the only one else I can see competing with the 2. So I'm just going 2, 3 here. That's None Above the Law and Faranino. I don't know, something like that.
How did you get Faranino?
What is it?
It doesn't even look like. It's not even remotely close to
Faranino, a Ferrari.
Faranino. Farran El Nino.
Yes. All right, so let's go to the 10th race.
Are we only doing Santa Anita so you could just rep that jersey? Like you've been dying for an excuse to do that, to wear that.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, like, hey, let's do Santa Anita this week.
Yeah. Shout out to D-Rest who sent me this jersey. Santa Anita Park. Pretty cool jersey. You're jealous. All right, so let's go on race 10. 3-year-old California Stakes. $150,000 on the dirt, mile and a 16th. What do you like, AJ?
I don't remember.
You want me to go? I can go.
I went with the 4. I don't remember why.
You like his name? Smooth like butter.
Smooth like butter. I feel like this horse has ran a couple of times when we've done Santa Anita, and I'm just kind of waiting for
You
it
might
to
be
win.
thinking of
Maybe.
Smooth like Straight, who's really good.
No, I know Smooth like Straight. That's a little bit different horse. I like the 4. Don't remember why, so I'll throw that out there. Yeah. The 3, the Fifi Pharaoh. Normally I hate a maiden winner going into a stakes race, but this horse has already ran in a stakes race and ran pretty well. Going from a mile to a mile and 16th, I think this horse has got the distance. I don't think that's going to be a problem. And if it continues to tread upward, this little 3-year-old filly, I think is going to be putting up some big numbers. And I think maybe it starts on Saturday. So I'm going to go 3-4.
3-4. Yes, I agree with you on the 3. The only bad start it had was, if you watched that race, stumbled out of the gate. And so, I mean, this horse has done nothing wrong. And I think this is a weak field again. I think it's not that great. The only other horse I can see competing, which I'll play, is the 5, Eddie's New Dream.
That's the 6.
6. Yes, that's the 6.
Wait, do you like the 6 or the 5?
I like the 6. Oh, no, I'm sorry. I like the 5 and I like the 6. Sorry.
So you like both?
I do. I like I'm So Anna because I think I'm So Anna is going to go to the front. And I think Eddie's New Dream could be right there as well. So I'm going to go 3 deep here with those two. I think if the 3 is too far back, which could happen with these two, I think that one of these two could steal the race. But I mean, I'm really heavy on Fifi Pharaoh. I think that horse could be a single here, honestly, but I'm trying to beat her. So I'm going to go with that. So I'm going to go 3, 5, 6 on that one. And let's see, anybody out there have anything to say or what you're playing? Let me know. I'll put it up there.
Does anybody like Pawnee, Indiana?
20?
I like Pawnee.
20.
It's the show where Parks and Recreation is based out of.
Oh, is that
Pawnee, Indiana?
Pawnee, Indiana.
Pawnee.
All right.
Pawnee.
So let's go to race 11. We're almost done, so we can talk about something else.
Talk about the credit bureaus think you died when you were 19.
We could go into that. Yeah, I don't know. So let's go to race 11. 3-year-olds and up. San Juan Capo, grade 3, mile and 3/4. It's a long race. And just remember, everybody, every horse can run a mile and 3/4. Just how fast they can do it. So a marathon here, AJ. What do you like?
Great tip there.
Yeah.
Well, I was hoping we were going to have Dylan on. And I was hoping Sarah was going to be here today because I was going to listen to everyone else and go because I couldn't make up my mind. It just seems like, well, 1 mile and this distance is it's really kind of hard because you don't see these that much. I mean, you could make a case for the 2, the 3, the 4. I guess I got to go with Red King, who did win this last year.
Yes.
So I mean, you want to be the champ, you got to beat the champ, I guess. So, like you said, D'Amato's hot. I'll stick with Red King here. Not getting much of a price, which then leaves who do I want, the 3 or the 4? Given that, I don't know, who should I take? Tell me who to take. Who you take?
Well, I took the 3. I didn't take the 4. So.
All right, then I'll take the 3 too.
Okay. All right, good. That's a good one. Well, I lied. I took the 4. No. All right. So I took onto that back-to-back winners of this race. It's happened 6 times.
Really?
It's a lot. So yeah, it's happened 6
Was
times.
Acclimate one of them?
No, I don't think so. No, just once.
He's won this race.
Yeah, just once though.
Oh, just once.
But back to
I thought
back has
that.
happened six
Oh, I thought
times.
that. I
That's
thought
a
that's where
lot.
you're going to go with
I
that.
mean, and it makes sense. I mean, there's only a certain crop of horses that run this long distances. So, I mean, that's what it is. I don't think Acclimate. I don't like Acclimate at this. I think it's a little short for this race. Honestly, that's the reason I threw out the 4. To be honest, so I did take the 2 because of the back-to-back. He's done it before. Ward and Jerry is better than last year and ran a good race in this last year and has been aiming for this all year. This is like his Super Bowl. So I have to play Ward and Jerry. I think they could battle again, and I think Ward and Jerry's better this year. And who knows if Red King's a little worse this year. I also took and I went on a limb here and took the 5, Pillar Mountain.
I like the 5. I like
Joe Bravo, who everybody knows is a turf monster jockey, and he's run this horse before at Gulfstream, so he knows the horse. He's in California now. He's going to show what he can do on the turf, and this horse can run this distance. That's always going to be a question on these 1 3/4. Can this horse run this distance right now? And I think this horse can run this distance right now. So I'll throw it in there. I don't, I think it's just a long shot play. So I'm going to go 2, 3, 5. I'm not playing a 4 because I think the 4 is just not as long as these other horses. So then I got to throw some chalk out, trying to make some sort of price. Right. So I'm going to go with the 2, 3, 5.
I like the 5. The reason, because it's been a New York horse for a long time, and I'm just not a huge fan of what's so weird. Like all these horses are like 8 and 9 years old or 7 years old, and they're running the farthest. Yeah. So that's kind of funny. Like they're doing it at 8 years old. They're still running like 2 miles. I don't know how I feel. I mean, I granted it's was claimed from Pletcher's barn, but I'm not a big fan of the East Coast coming all the way over to the West Coast.
Yeah, but on turf, they're better on turf. Like the California horses and dirt are better than New York horses. They just are. I mean, people will probably argue with me about that, but they're not. I mean, proof's in the pudding. Look at the winners that come out of it. It's California dirt horses.
No.
Turf horses though from New York.
It's not the level of competition going from one place. It's the fact that you're traveling across country and your first time shipping over to California.
Oh yeah, first on the track, sure.
Yeah,
sure. But he's been.
I guess it's 6 to 1 if you're trying to get a price. And
his works aren't very good. Went a 105 last time on 5 furlongs. He's used to the track. Yeah, maybe he doesn't like it. Oh, that was a Gulfstream Park.
That was a Gulfstream.
He just shipped. He must have just shipped.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, no, something to be said for that. Who knows the travel and everything like that? But I mean, it's California. It's been hot here though, so maybe that sucks for him. But yeah, if you can win in New York on the turf, you can win in California on the turf though. That's a good thing there. But I mean, listen, it's a long shot, but I mean, I think it's between a 2 and a 3. Honestly, I think it's 4. Obviously, he's a good horse. Could get loose. Where people don't realize a lot in these marathon races and long turf races in general, the leader wins a lot. Wins a lot. We think of like European racing where they all come down the stretch and pass each other. Not here. A lot of times the early speed doesn't hold up in turf races at Santa Anita. At least.
Well, yeah, it's hard to close when you've already ran 1.5 miles. Yeah, you got to be pretty tired.
Yeah. So I mean, I think that's it. So. So that's our pick 4s. I think I went to recap mine. I did 5-4-7 with the 2-3 with the 3-5-6 with the 2-3-5. And AJ, what did you end up doing?
I went. I very well might throw that Palace Coup in there. I did have him written down. I just didn't pick him, or I didn't share him here. I was trying to keep it secret, I guess. No, I went 1-5-4-8 with the 4-3 with the 3-4.
Yeah, I think mine's like a $27 ticket or something like that, $28 ticket. So it's not bad. I mean, if I
went super cheap.
Yeah, if I had to throw one out, if anybody doesn't want to spend that much and wants to play something like that, I might end up I would end up probably either throwing the 5 or the 6 out and race 10, one of those two, and probably the 5. I'd end up, the 6, I'd probably end up throwing out there, or going with the single and race 9 with the 2. But other than that, I'll stay pretty sharp with that. So, anybody out there have any questions? Let us know.
Did you look at this 6 at all in that last one?
Astronaut.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
I just feel like a 4-year-old, a young horse has got to come in and start winning in these fucking marathon races eventually. Why not this 4 or this 6?
Yeah,
it's running really well. It's never ran this far, but
yeah, it's like one of those puncher's chance. You don't know. Like it's like basically been one of those horses that maybe he's great at it. We don't know yet. I do like that angle a lot, like the unproven, because you might get a price on him. Flavian did kind of jump off. But who wouldn't with Ward and Jerry? Horses been named in that way. Where did I pick up? Oh, one of our fans of the show sent it to me. Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to ask him where he got it, but
probably found it in his attic.
Right.
I am never going to wear this, but I know somebody who will.
Yeah, I think he might have bought it on eBay or something like that. I think that's might have been where it came from.
I want to know the origin of it. Like what? Like was it like a Santa Anita versus Golden Gate flag football game?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yeah. I'll hook up with something from Santa Anita. We get things sometimes sent to us here. AJ gets nothing sent to him.
Nothing.
We do.
Fans hate me, which is fine. It's fine. Fuck all of you.
It's anthrax. That's about it in the mail from fans.
Yeah. If I get something from a fan, I can't open it.
Hey, if you're ever at Santa
without
Anita,
the FBI investigating.
I'm there all the time too. We're always there. Let me know when you're going out next. We'll probably be there Sunday if you're there. Horse running Sunday. Vertical Threat not running this week.
Who's running Sunday?
Bella Chica.
Was he supposed to run this week?
Yeah, he was scheduled Sunday, but they all ducked out and they're in that.
Oh, this was that one they rode in.
That Ginobili race and that race, that 6.5 one. All those horses ducked out and went to that race, and Vertical Threat can't qualify for that race. So he gets shafted. So he'll be at Los Al next week.
Ooh. Poor Vertical Threat gets sent to like the shittiest tracks.
Yeah, he's won there before. He's never raced in Santa Anita.
But he's been at Mahaning and Los Al.
Los Al.
Have to ship up the Golden Gate here pretty soon. Send him out to Woodbine.
Oh,
Either way, at the end of every meeting.
Jerseys. That's awesome.
Very dependent how many points you earned going to Santa Anita.
Yeah,
what do you mean? What points? What do you mean points? Like
probably your gambling points.
Oh.
Like
I didn't know if it was like a competition or something.
The bar, the front runner bar, I don't think it's open. I wonder if it's open now, like this weekend. They probably won't because it's closed all meet. I believe it was closed the whole meet. That's right. You have to have like a table for like you got to get a table for the like meet or whatever, but I don't think it was open this. Yeah. They're letting people
you have to buy a table for the whole meet.
I think so. Something like that. I don't know. Maybe, he can answer that for us. But I'm not sure. Turf Terrace. Okay. Yeah. I'm usually up. We have a suite. I'm usually up there, but I'm usually walking around everywhere. So come stop by and see you. But yeah.
Take them to the suite. No one else goes there.
Yeah, it's true.
Just Randy sitting there by himself.
You can get it individual days. All right. So you can get it a certain day. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. I've actually never been to the front runner bar. I hear there's every time I forget to ask Chappie, there's like a hidden speakeasy type bar at Santa Anita. I've seen pictures. Anybody out there know of that?
I'm gonna Google it because
somebody sent me pictures of it before, and I always forget to ask Chappie, and I see him every time.
Like define hidden.
Yeah, I'll bring it to the suite sometime. Probably shouldn't have said that on air live. No, I'll show you, sweet.
Like, what do you mean hidden? Like, how is it hidden?
I don't know. It's like in a doorway that doesn't look like a door. I don't know. It's like in a fucking bookcase. You pull the book and the thing opens. It's awesome. It's like a telephone booth. I don't know.
Like Batman's, like going to the Batcave?
Is it the chandelier room? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Somebody told me that story and then sent me pictures of it because I was like, there's no way. I figure I know everything about Santa Anita by now.
This whole time there's been a bar there. You've never
frequented it. Yeah. That's just
I find that insane.
Yeah.
And I'm a little disappointed in you.
I know. Well, all right, guys. I guess we had a quick one today. This is just us. But so next week, anybody listening, we'll put it out there earlier. We'll get a guest on and we will do a pick. So we do it ahead of time, like I said, because we'll put this out. So if you're watching now, our picks, and hit that like, subscribe button, join D-Gen Nation, join the Triple Clowns. We're always there. Is it in the infield? No, I don't think so, Guillermo. I got to ask. Somebody told me I think it was on the show.
Wait, hold on. The hidden bar is a tiny room with 3 seats at the bar.
Is that what it is?
That's awesome.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it looks like that in the picture. It looks like it's literally like a closet.
What?
I want to send you. Hold on, Santa Anita's texting me right now. We just gave away their secret. Got like 5 people watching.
Yeah. Well, that's more than they can seat at the bar. They can't have it overrun with people. All 5 of them. That room blows. Yeah, it sounds like it's in a closet.
I feel like I'm in that temporary alternate classroom. We used to call it TAC when you got in trouble in school. I don't know if anybody else had this. I went to school a while ago. We were allowed to do this stuff. And it was like a closet with like a teacher's desk, like monitoring the crazy people, and like 2 desks that faced a wall. No windows, no nothing. And if you got thrown out of your class or you had in-school suspension, you'd have to go to the TAC room, temporary alternate classroom.
So there's a teacher in there.
Yeah. Just their desk and like 2. Yeah, because you couldn't leave these wackos in that room alone. And it's like you're in a jail cell.
You like put them in like solitary confinement.
It's awful.
Is it awful? So you frequented it?
Yeah, absolutely. But the TAC teacher really liked me a lot. So she would give me passes to go to the library because she'd always be like, I don't know why good kids like you come in there, because basically they're like serial killers in there and then me. And and she'd give me, I could go to the library, but she didn't know I was actually kicked out of the library when I was a freshman. So I couldn't go to the library for 4 years. So I wasn't a good kid in high school.
What do you mean you got kicked out of, like they wouldn't let you in the library?
Yeah, I was banned from the library my freshman year.
Okay, how'd you get banned from the library?
I said something rude to the
librarian.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
What'd you say?
I don't really remember. I don't know. I think I don't want to say because it was probably, nowadays it's like cancel culture. It was probably pretty bad. It wasn't like racist or anything. It was she was big and her name was Bothelia. And remember when Heavy D was out? I called her Heavy B, and I was singing a song and she got mad and threw me out of the library. I think it was something like that.
And then they wouldn't let you go back there for 4 years?
I would take the magazine strips off of the magazines that beeped when you walked out if you stole something, and I'd put them in kids' backpacks. So, yeah.
so the entire time. This is the library you got kicked out of.
Yeah.
The strip club in Orange County.
Yeah, which is great. Honey, I'm going to the library. Don't mind the glitter when I come home on me.
So anyway, you went all through high school.
We've obviously gone on.
Let finish. Gotta finish this real fast because this is just a confusing story. So you went to high school for 4 years and you couldn't go to the library at all.
Well, I could go if I was escorted by like a teacher, like if my class went or a teacher brought me. Yeah, true story. You wonder why I'm dumb? I wasn't allowed to go in a library. Their fault, not mine.
Yeah, the education system failed you.
Yeah. Anyway. All right. So it's a day down memory lane with G. Randall Johnson. For more crazy stories of my life.
Tune in next week while we find out why Randy has no credit score.
This is true as well. None. Not bad, not good, none. Am I next to the LR? That's the, what is the LRF suites? I'm in suite 7 usually.
So if LRF is 8, then yes.
A lot of times we do things at the stretch run suites too that they built for the Breeders' Cup. So I'm there a lot too, which nobody uses. It's a big, beautiful, giant place with couches and stuff like that. It's outside. Little Red, yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. Little Red Feather, yes, we are. We're the next one over.
Oh, so they are number 8.
Yeah, or 6. I think they're 6.
Oh yeah, Bob's 8, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so that's us. I'll signing off. AJ, stay on. I got to talk to you. But all right, see you later, everybody.
Grew up in the